chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. They will go. It's McCarthy. And he put everything he's got behind it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and just 2 to go.
13X, 13X.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nick Bolton has it. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I honestly think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he cuts it back right. Running in the red zone. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week. Continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's another for him. He's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they saw him at the 2. A gain of 2, and after back-to-back runs fail, it's 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They'll run it up the gut, and he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Smith in the pistol. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 21-7 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On second down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Throwing on third, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a man downfield. It's Collins. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, this is Etienne. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Connecting on a slant. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to Williams from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
This is ahead for about 5. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run for Williams. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Setting up the screen. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
and goal for McCarthy. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with 9.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Smith on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch. So it's going to be a completion to the 25.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. One last play before the break. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. On the return, this is ETN. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit! He's down shy of the 30. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. A run with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Smith to the air now. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Delivers another one to Williams. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going for this. He connects downfield. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that 1st down. They'll run. This is Williams. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Brings it in. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Throwing is Smith. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's the backup. 1st throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. Working quickly here.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, play action. Got for big yards on the right side. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Working quickly here.
13 yards on the play. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll throw on second and 10. He intercepts the pass. The 50. 30. Into the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints continue piling on to this lead.
I spent all this money on these niggas, bro, and I don't have time to throw the ball for nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has it at the 11. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Back to the air following that pick six. Oh, he puts some heat. They connect on the deep shot. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. All right, they're going to throw for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
From the gun, Smith. Fits it through the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense to the line fast. To throw here on 1st down. It's his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's some bullshit.
Right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Cam Hart. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs.
Bitch?
You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively. What they
Nigga, you was talking to me when I pulled in my way. I was at, you know, Zaxby's by my house, right?
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Jay,
He's going to get this down inside.
we weren't on the phone for that.
Driven out. All set now. 1st and 10.
Like a 3-minute trip, buddy. No training.
Smith in the pistol. Rolling out to his left. Completed to his running back. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect.
Hey, your
defense
mama's
to hold
third
up,
child a
keep him
bitch.
from finding something, but go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
You get it because you're the 3rd child.
It's in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Well, joke's on you. I was supposed to have a brother, and that nigga died. So that
I
nigga.
love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think.
Yeah,
trying to stay
yeah, that nigga's alive in heaven. That nigga hope.
Some good work to help reset those chains.
You said it, not me.
Time they're going to get to him before he can get that.
Yeah, you said it, Jaden. Feel bad. You think about your actions. Because I know God didn't put hoe in me. So you talking about my dead possible brother, sister. Now you feel bad. You don't even know what to say.
Play clock down to 0 and the flags come out. A little slow to operate.
That's good because I made that shit up.
Pick it up as a result of that penalty.
Even better.
Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards.
Hey, Jaden, did you do that yet, though? For real. Get Mac on your side, nickel.
Here's Smith.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be surprised as they get to the end zone for yet another
For them niggas just standing there, bruh.
Bro, JP, that game is beyond you, bro. That shit not your fault, bro.
Bruh, like...
That shit not your fault, bro.
He making this nigga Gino look like MVP.
Is he? Is he?
Like, bro.
He is 21.
I can't get no pressure on this nigga, bro.
Don't you have a D-line?
Inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
That I fucking thought. this nigga team evolved over the offseason because the first time JP played that nigga, he gave him belt. Gave that nigga belt. JP playing the Falcons. The last time JP played the Falcons, he gave that nigga belt. Remember that shit. Okay, JP, I lost to you.
Bro, I just don't understand how I paid all these fat ass niggas like fat ass niggas, bro, and I can't get time to throw a deep ball,
You do have the best offensive line in the league, 100%. You, hands down, there's no one that could argue you have the best offensive line.
Like, receivers not getting open, bro. Like, I ain't got time to throw the ball. I literally just don't have time.
Last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game,
which quarterback are you rocking with? Cade or JJ?
Previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well: in the
I
NFL,
said
you throw into coverage
JJ.
too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 4-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Up in the pace here as the clock continues to run. They are throwing it again. Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Offense in a hurry up here. Third and long for him here. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Offense up to the line fast. They give it to him up the middle. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ball and defender arrived at the exact
Like, he
same
dead
time
ass
there.
did not block
So
him.
now
Like, he just
they're
didn't
left
block
with
him.
4th and goal.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Looking to tack on the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
The
Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away.
In this game.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10. Falcons with a run. It's Williams.
That's all he did. That's all he did this whole game, bro. He just tackled after the nigga got 5 yards, bro.
This a win on the road for the Saints.